Stay or sell? That's the question today, guys. We're going to go through our predictions or what we think Man City are going to do this summer, basically, in the transfer market in terms of our own players. We're not going to go into the who's coming in. We're going to start off with the defenders. We'll do a separate video on midfield and then a final video on the attackers. And there's quite a lot to get through in terms of these defenders, so we need to get cracking. Before we do go through these guys, I want to say about today's sponsor is the guys at OneFootball. OneFootball, I've got a mega app that you can download, guys. When you download it, select City as your favourite team. And I'm telling you, if any of these players end up leaving, you'll get the news straight away, straight to your phone. It doesn't cost you a penny. Download it. The link's in the description. It's also the pinned comment. Massive shout out to OneFootball, definitely worth checking out. Yeah, so let's get into it, bro, because there are a lot of defenders.
Yeah, so there's a lot of defenders, but just to clarify, we have included the goalkeepers in the defenders.
Yeah, so you get us cracking, bro.
Yeah, so are we going to take it in terms of each one? Is that how we're going to do this?
That's what this is our predictions, by the way. It's not what we want, innit?
Yeah, it's not what we want. It's more predictions, because there'll be players that we do want to keep and that who just like we feel like they're not going to. So first up, obviously, as on screen is Stefan, and I think Stefan to keep. I think he's had a good first year at City. Is it his first year? Is it his first year? I think it is. Well, he's had a good year at City anyway, and he's looked really good, and he made some crucial saves in the Carabao Cup or FA Cup, whichever one it was, and
also made a crucial mistake in the FA Cup.
Oh, the positioning.
Yeah, but on the whole, he had a decent.
On the whole, he has had a decent.
And against United, bro.
That's what I mean. That big save.
Was
it Bruno Fernandes?
Yeah. Bruno, big save.
Big saves.
We're gonna go for a keep on that one.
Keep on that one.
Next up, Edison, keep. Do we need to say more?
I don't think we have to go through that.
Do we have to say more? Does anyone want us to sell him? No. So we'll keep Edison.
Yeah, Edison's 100% a keep.
Yeah, next in the list, Scott Carson, Bray.
Scott Carson, 100% keep. The guy's a GOAT. Yeah. You know what I mean? This guy needs to stay at the club. And apparently, he's a part of that like leadership team, isn't he? He's like apparently really good. So, and I think every City fan in the world was so buzzy when he made his debut. Was it against Newcastle? When he made his first appearance for City in it, so I was absolutely buzzing with that. You know what I mean?
It was mad how he managed to get a game, and fair play. He must be respected, within the club for him to play the game, because obviously Stefan was on the bench. You know what I mean? He could have played, so it's nice to see him though, and hopefully they get a deal over the line.
Yeah, keep for Carson.
Yeah, next up, Kyle Walker, absolutely phenomenal season. You know what I mean? He's pushed Cancelo all the way, and then he got back in the team for the end of the season. He was absolutely brilliant. I struggle to remember too many games where he's cost us or, he had a really, really bad game. Started off mint. Cancelo got in there, was playing out of his world, and then still Kyle Walker managed to get back in the team. So it just shows you how good Kyle Walker's been this year. Absolutely phenomenal player, and obviously a keep. Is he in the leadership team as well?
I think so, yeah.
If he's not, he'd probably be in around there. But he's got to be a keep. He's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it has to be a keep. He's crucial to the squad. And I think it shows massive character from him when he got taken out of the team because Cancelo's been like mint. It shows you the level that he rose to overthrow Cancelo again, because, you know what I mean? I think when you don't have that competition behind you, it's difficult to have that pressure and then rise to new levels. Yeah. Next up is Diaz, and this guy is obviously keep this guy for the rest of our lives, isn't it? Because this guy is next level. He's so sick. He's had an incredible first year at City, and I just hope that he goes on to like bigger and better things in it. Because there'll be a lot of expectations from him in the next few years.
That's the problem for him. Had a lot of pressure on his shoulders.
He's set the standards.
He has set massive standards as well. You know what I mean? And any slight sort of wobble, and people will be on him straight away, saying he's a one season wonder. So for him, he's got to stay concentrated. He's got to have a good Euros, come back fit, healthy, and just crack on and just more of the same, please. Ruben Diaz, fantastic signing from the club, and what a player he is. And John Stones, what a recovery this guy's made. This time last year, if we were doing this video this time last year, we probably would have been saying he's probably going to be sold. That's I think he was being linked with so many different clubs, left, right, and centre. Arsenal, Tottenham, Newcastle. There was so many clubs that he was being linked with. But rumour has it he wanted to stay. He wanted to fight for his position, and fair play, because he's done it, and he's done it extremely well. What a player he is when he's on form and he's got his head in the game. There's not many better centre-backs at bringing the ball out. And you got to understand what happens when he brings the ball out is he creates space for the midfielders, because one of their midfielders has then got to come out of position and press John Stones, which means it leaves space in the midfield for someone like Gundogan or Kevin De Bruyne. So if he can then feed the pass through and get past the midfield, we can be away, you know, and try and break that real hard, you know, defensive block that other teams play. He's a brilliant footballer, but he's got to keep his head in the game. He's got to stay focused and stay concentrated. Like Diaz, he's got to have a good Euros, and hopefully he can come back fit, healthy, and get cracking next year. But obviously, he's going to be a keep.
Yeah, 100% a keep. There's such a huge cent. I'm absolutely buzzing with John Stones. Flip that. Ake, who I think he will have to kind of have a bit of resurgence next year. Do you know what I mean, next season, because I feel for him. I do think he had a good start. I think when he has played, he's played okay. There's only one mistake I can really think of, or maybe two. But I think it has been a difficult year because he's come to City and got his first big injury of his career. So obviously that's just City luck. So it has been a difficult year for him. I see a few people saying, "Oh, just get rid of him, £40 million flop." I don't think we can consider Ake a flop on the basis of this season, because it's not really fair.
It's, you know, you got to understand, guys, what did he come in here for? He didn't come in here to be the number one. You know, when we signed Ake, did anyone think, oh, he's going to be our number one centre back?
We don't need Diaz, innit?
Nah, you know, I mean, that wasn't it. You know, so I mean, so. He come in, he started off really well, him and John Stones as a partnership, nice. Then we got Diaz, and then he got injured, and then it was just it was an uphill battle, because by the time he come back from his injury, he was never getting in the team, because Diaz and Stones ran a madness, and Laporte was next in line. So he was only playing, you know, bit part minutes here. I think we'll keep him, guy. I don't think he's going to stay, and hopefully next year he can show us a little bit more of what it's all about. Next up is Laporte. Now, this is a real tricky one. We spoke about Laporte so many times. You know, there was that tweet that he put out the other day as well about, you know, this guy talking about Laporte, saying, oh, you know, maybe he wants to leave because he can't get in the team, and then Laporte said, you don't know nothing, you've never spoken to me or whatever.
What I would say, the clarification on that, I've seen that today, that people clarified the fact that Laporte was actually saying that he didn't speak to Laporte's team. He never actually said.
Yeah. Well,
exactly. The rumor wasn't
exactly, but it's still a strange thing to come out and say. You know what I mean? So it's an interesting one. This one. To be honest, guys, I don't want him to leave, but I think he could end up leaving. You know, if Varane's leaving Real Madrid, Ramos has already left Real Madrid. They're going to be in the market for some centre backs. Laporte's just changed his nationality to Spanish. He's not playing in our team at the moment. This just makes perfect sense for Laporte. It makes perfect sense for Real Madrid. And so long as they pay the right fee, the Man City board might look at it and go, well, you know what, it's a perfect deal for us. I don't want us to sell him, because in my opinion, when he's on form, he's probably top 3 centre-backs in world football, and him and Diaz could be absolutely incredible. But if he's not willing to work for it and try and get back in this team, then, you know, why would City keep him? They'd probably end up selling him. So, as a prediction, I think we're going to sell him, but I hope we don't.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, and I think he's too good to be a number 2. Like, he's too good to be drafted second to another centre back. He has to be playing week in, week out, but it's all in the head, innit? It's all about your mental strength and getting yourself back into that team. Next up is someone who doesn't go with mental strength because he can't get on the pitch because of his injuries. It's Mendy. This one is more of, you know, keep or sell. It is a sell. I do think that I'd like to see him go and get maybe another left back in. It's not worked out for him in his career. It hasn't been very good. I think it's been hindered with injuries, been very inconsistent. But the issue is sell, but can you sell him? Does anyone want to buy him?
See, I think we've done this one wrong, bro, because we put him down as a sell. However, this is a prediction of what we think will happen. And I don't think we are going to be able to sell him.
I don't think we can, innit? We can't sell him.
I think we have to keep him. You know what I mean? Who's going to buy him?
It's a reluctant keep.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like him. I'm getting to the point where maybe we should just keep him because he's pretty funny. But yeah, you know, it is what it is with Mendy.
See what we can do. Keep him and just see what he does, innit?
He's not a footballer anymore, I'm afraid. You know what I mean? He has no knees, innit? So it is what it is.
Maybe he should overthrow Adam and run the Twitter.
Yeah. Next up, guys, is Yao Cancelo, and this is a proper weird one because during that period of, like, what was it, January, February, he was probably our best player. Him and Gundogan were absolutely phenomenal. He was playing passes that were just mad. He was like Pirlo. He was scoring goals, creating assists, defending well when needs to be. It was absolutely brilliant. And we were sat there going, how the hell is Kyle Walker playing so well but not able to get into this team. It's because Cancelo was playing, honestly, some of the best football I've ever seen from anyone, let alone a right back.
It was unreal.
And then something changed. All of a sudden,
Something switched, didn't it?
I think it was Leeds or something like that. He played. And he was very, very poor. He didn't come into that middle position. He was back out on the right, I think. And he was very, very poor. And then ever since then, he was just kind of not good. You know what I mean? He went through a phase of some of the games he was playing. He was really, really quite poor. So it's quite strange now that we're seeing this, some Cancelo rumours saying he wants out. Because for me, if he's wanting to leave because he didn't play any of the games at the end of the season, well, in my opinion, it was because he was playing really bad whenever he did play and Kyle Walker was playing mint. So...
And I would say he did get a few more chances towards the end of the season to get himself back into the team. Yeah. He was played a few times.
And he never really did it. So it's a weird one. I don't think he's going to leave. I think he'll end up staying.
I hope he stays.
I think we should probably look at keeping him as well, because Kyle Walker now, I'm pretty sure, is into his early 30s, or maybe 31, 32. So, you know what I mean? Cancelo will need to play more and more. He also offers us some cover on that left-hand side in case we don't sign a left-back and Zinchenko gets injured. So, for me, it is a keep. I hope he doesn't leave, because if he does, that tells me a little bit about him, which I don't really like. Hopefully it's not true, but if he wants to get off because he didn't play a few games at the end of the season when it was probably his own fault, then... yeah, that's a bit poor for me.
Yeah, attitude ain't right if that's the case. And last on our keep or sell list of today is Zinchenko. And this I think this is an easy one. It's a keep. I feel like he should be our first choice left back next season. He's earned it. He's played really well all season. He's been consistent. Yeah. We started the season saying he gives you a consistent 7 out of 10. I mean, finishing the season, and it was a consistent 8.5 to 9 out of 10. That's how good he was, and that's how good his transition this year has been to our first choice left back.
I completely agree. Mega player, mega attitude, massive role model. 21 who wants to become a footballer.
100%.
And yeah, brilliant. Keep, absolutely brilliant. So that's our predictions. Like I say, some of them we don't actually want to happen, but that's our predictions of what we think at the end of the season will be the case. So let us know your thoughts on it. Any of these players you think that we're saying keep, you think that actually might be out the door, let us know. And what do you think about Laporte? Do you think he will be sold, or do you reckon he'll stay and fight for his position? Very interesting one. Guys, go check out the OneFootball app, today's sponsor of the video. Mega app, completely free. The link's in the description. It's also the pinned comment. Get all the City news straight to your phone. Smash a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And we'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.